Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to give honors and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there doing work in truth and sincerity. This is your priest for love with a quick hit. You know, it's so basically this is what's going on right now in Australia. And second Ezra 15 automatically came in my head. And I see that certain prophecies are going to come to pass in certain places, first. Then it's going to dwindle, head over here to America, man. Right now, you got to understand, man, the angels of the Lord, man, they're working on the minds of these other kings, man, of the people of the countries, man. And the best is being saved for last, which is Babylon the Great, man. Because when shit happens here, man, it's really going to happen, man. Because these people, these American people, they're seeing all these things happen in the world, but they'll never, say, I mean, they're always saying, oh, well, that can't happen here. Well, motherfucker, guess what? So here you go. Yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. People are actually staying, like I was, telling, two other brothers, man. This is comforting when you see those things. It's very comforting, man. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, save the Lord. So we speaking in the ears of the people of Israel, man. Really first and foremost, this truth is for them. But as the Lord told Jeremiah, he made them a prophet unto the nations, man. All these other nations got to know, man. And that's also because our people are scattered amongst these people, looking and behaving like those people, man. So we're speaking in the ears of the Lord's people the words of prophecy, and also the heathens. It says, which I will put in thy mouth, right? And that's why when we go out there in the highways and byways, we're not telling you what we think. Hey, put the book down, Doc. Let me know what you think. Yeah, man, my thoughts ain't shit, man. So we speak in the words of the Lord. It says, and cause them to be written on paper, for they are faithful and true. As you can see, the scriptures are written down. It says, I'm actually going to skip down a little bit. Or I could just read down. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right, because you had a lot of guys. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring out the scripture because it's one of my favorite scriptures. And I was speaking to the brother yesterday and then actually brought it out. Let me see. Ezekiel 12 and 22. So let me read that again. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, which incredulity means what? Unbelief. Of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right. So let not their unbelief, trouble you, man. Because hey, man, starting with the apostles, man. Could you imagine how the apostles, must have felt, and the elders, being in this truth all these years, speaking about the end, and like the whole year 2000 thing and all that, and none of those prophecies were coming to pass back then. People was talking hella shit, man. Hella shit people was talking, man. But now look, everything that they prophesied through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, it's all coming to pass, man. It is all coming to pass. So it says, Ezekiel 12 and 22, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? And that's what the people are saying, man. That's what Zabak with, and that was it Zabak and them. Yeah, I think it was Zabak's camp that wanted to build that fucking community down south and shit. Basically, that's what he's saying. You think you're gonna build you an Israelite community in hell? You had Nate wanting to build that school. Johanna want to open up soup kitchens. These guys ain't looking out for the prophecies, man. You know? And I believe Nate said something to the. Let me not even say it because I don't remember it too much. I don't want to be that guy. You know? I think he said this, you know? But going on to 2/3 of Israel and all these heathens, you know, they can't believe in their puny minds that this kingdom is really going to fall. But as you see what's happening in Australia, which I'm gonna read down in Second Ezra, and you're gonna see that this is prophecy playing out, man.
Wow.
You know, even the cops are running through them, man. But you know what? I'll say two things. What's going on here? The cops could just get out, guns blazing, shoot a couple motherfuckers, and they'll drop. But a lot of these cops, they don't want to kill their own people, man. A lot of these cops, they ain't really built for that. You know, so that's why them foreign troops are gonna come in. Them foreign troops are gonna, the UN troops are gonna come in to police the world, man. You know, them UN troops don't give a fuck, man. You know, if you get some German soldiers over there in Australia, you know, they ain't gonna give a fuck, man. You know, or some British soldiers, they ain't gonna care, man. And like I said, man, when you brothers and sisters see these things, it should comfort you, man. It says, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they will no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Right, you gonna shut your ass up, you know. And these are the and that's how did the Lord do that? You know, very well in these times by pushing His prophecies, man. As you can see, the prophecies are heavy going on, man. You know, you got sedition among men, which I'm gonna get. You got the the plague, which is, and then you got what? The MOTB, man. So we're in that time of the end, and you got what? Talks of World War III going on here, man. So the Lord is shutting Israel up, man. He's shutting everybody up that didn't believe in the word, didn't believe in the scriptures, and He's going to magnify the brethren that were there from day one, man. His day ones. From the time where this Israelite wasn't too popular, the apostles, they've been, laboring in this thing, man. The accused that we were getting, oh, you guys are rapists, this and that, raping that and that. Now the Lord put the true rapists in jail, or He might. Right, so the Lord is making that proverb to cease. It says, for there will be no more vain visions, nor flattering divinations within the house of Israel. Right, why? Because the prophecies in the past, man. Prophecies are coming to pass, man. It says, for I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that shall come to pass. That's Isaiah 55:11. It shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord power. So, hey, man, the doors of mercy are slowly almost shut, man. You almost got to squeeze in right now, man. So get it while it's here, man. Seek ye the Lord while He may be found. That's why the scriptures tell you, man. Because all these riots and protests that's going on, it's all biblical, man. It is all biblical. So let me read down. It says for verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, right? So you had a time, the Lord gave you a time where you could do what you got to do just to fulfill prophecy, that is. But it's done now. You did what you had to do. Now the Lord's going to take you out. Man, if I'm actually going to, it said, therefore, save the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, the wickedness of the so-called white people, the wickedness of Israel, the wickedness of the heathens. It says, which they profanely commit. neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, man. You know? And it says in Revelations, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded. What do you think a brother is doing when he pass on in the truth, man? What do you think he's doing when he gets up there next to the Most High? And what do you think we're doing down here on earth, man? We're complaining to the Most High continually, man. Lord, when you gonna go take these people down, man? You gotta nag the Most High, man. It's like you gotta nag your house shot, man. Which is same thing as nagging the Most High. It says, and therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and shall receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Right. So when you see these uproars and everything going on, that's the beginning of the Lord avenging us, man. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, right here in America, man. And the Lord is talking about the elect, man. He ain't talking about all of Israel. It says, I will bring them with a mighty hand, with a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So the Lord is going to bring all the plagues back, man. I believe it was there's a few rivers in America that had turned to blood. Then you had the plague of locusts and the plague of mice that was going around in Australia and in Africa. The Lord ain't playing, man. And like I said, he's saving the best for last for here in America, man. There's a famine on the horizon. It might not be affecting you yet, but soon it will. Because you got all them ships docked at the port in California that can't get through, man. They can't offload their goods. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues and punishment that the Most High will bring upon it, right? And famine is man, that is a strong plague. It says, and Egypt gonna mourn, man, the people of Egypt, man. They're gonna mourn. It says, they that till the ground shall mourn. There you go, the famine. For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with fearful consolation, right? The Lord is gonna fuck their crops up, man. And that's true too. That's going on over there in I believe Wisconsin. I believe acres and acres of farmland was destroyed, and they ain't tell you that on the news, man. In a flood, they were destroyed. It says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the world and their destruction draweth nigh, and the people shall stand up to fight against one another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Similar to what's going on here, man. Now, it's so bad in Australia, man. You can't do nothing without having that joke, man. It's so bad over there, man. So it's gonna come to the point where they say you can't get no food without getting that joke, man. It says, let me read that caption up there though. It says, man, the Aussies done did it now. I predict that this very thing would happen. It's like I predicted that this very thing would happen. I mean, how much marching can you really do? And that's the thing, man. America, man. The way Americans protest, this is how you fucking protest, man. This is how you fucking protest. I don't condone this behavior at all. I do. By the way, I'm just saying, I knew this would happen. Nigga, you be listening to the prophets, man. So you see what's going on, man. It's a beauty, man. Like the Australians would say, it's a beauty, mate. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. Yeah, man, you gonna have motherfuckers breaking into your crib, break into other people's houses for what? Matter of fact, I think it's gonna go into it. It says, "For they shall not regard their kings nor prince." Right? They ain't gonna listen to Biden, creepy Joe Biden, and Camilla Killer Nigga Harris anymore, man. It says, "A man shall desire, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power." Man, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do now, man. Because what? The government have failed them. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Because everything's gonna be blocked off, man. And you're gonna have these communities where, especially Esau communities, they're gonna have guard towers, man. They're gonna block it off. You're gonna have guard towers, and they Esau, man, they're gonna have their guns up there, man. It's gonna be bad here, man. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled." It says, "The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Men shall be afraid. So imagine the women. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for the great tribulation." Right? And you don't understand, man. That's why the Lord said, "Give me any plague but the plague of famine." I think that's in let me see if I can find that real quick. It's in Lamentations. It's in Lamentations. What's it? Lamentations. I believe it's the 3rd chapter. Give me 1 second, brothers. Damn, I always forget what the scripture is, man. Oh, let me see how it goes. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. 4 and 9. Okay, Lamentations 4 and 9. "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For those pine away." Let me see, this word pine away means let me see. To glow, to flow, to gush, to pine away, to flux. We don't tell you anything specific, but we know it means just to deteriorate, man. Spine away is stricken through the want of the fruits of the field. So that's why it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and shall destroy their houses, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for the great tribulation." Right, man? So when you ain't got no food, man, the beast in man is gonna come out. The beast in man is gonna come out, and woman, and the beast in beast shall come out, man. The beast in your dog is gonna come out. Your dog is gonna turn on you. You don't know how great it's gonna be, man. So it says, "Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, and turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them." Right? So this is going into what? The valley of Yehoshaphat, in World War III, man. And it's how, when the scripture tell you, man, the Lord had many crowns. See if I can find that right quick. Come on, man. Revelation 19 and 12. "His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had the name written that no man knew but himself." You know, so the many crowns, and that's why the Lord is gathering all these kings into one place to come to fight, man. Because that's how he gonna get those many crowns, man. He gonna take those kings down all at once. He gonna defeat their army. You know, back in the days when you defeat an army, you take a king's crown. You know, there was an instance where I believe King David took the king of, was it Moab or Ammon's crown, and that was a heavy ass crown, man. So Yahushai, not really gonna have 20, 30 crowns on his head. It's just symbolic of him taking down these other nations, and now he's gonna rule up over them. You know, so that's what's to come to pass, man. This is actually in the near future. You know, we could be a year and a few months away from this. You know, Lord willing, it's nothing more. You know, Lord willing, it's less. You know, so brothers, rejoice. You sisters, when you see things like this, smaller things like this, could trickle. Remember, the scripture tell you, man, a little leaven the whole lump, man. It's a little leaven right here. It's gonna leaven the whole lump, man. You know, little bit of wickedness. So when you see these things, man, just rejoice. And so I'm gonna say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, Bashem Rakah Kudash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Honors and salutations, the elect. Shalom.